Ezra Pound. Now that you've been talking about all those images and visual things about poetry, so that's one just a clarification. I'm not a student or anything, or expert or specialist or anything in poetry, but I just have an interest in English and general poetry. So that was one I came across when I was doing my undergrad in English, and a real short one, so just 14 words of in a poem by Ezra Pound, and the title is called "In a Station of a Metro Subway."
The most famous one.
Yeah, that's a nice piece, and in a station of the metro. The apparition of these faces in a crowd, patters on a wet black bow. So you can see the musicality and apparition faces in a crowd. So it's like the meters in there. So I forgot the name, but just the meters, musicality, and a typical rhyming 2 lines. So
could you repeat one more time?
right. The apparition of these faces in a crowd, petals on a wet black bough. It's like petals of the flowers on a wet black bough, branches of a tree. So it's like apparition is just like appearing and disappearing. So all the faces in a crowded subway station. So you see spots of faces here and there. So it's just like spotting of petals, flowers, random but crowded, the images, musicality and visuals in the same economy of language, you see. 14 words.
If you talk about short poem, that reminds me of one very short poem. I mean, there are no poems shorter than this. It's written by Bei Dao. Bei Dao is the most famous poet in China, and so that poem is about I read in Chinese, 生活, life, and the poem is 忙, net. That's it. So life, and the poem is net.
That's okay.
But I think this poem is very good because it's one in a group of poems, and this poem reflects what is life and what is living. That is a net, and I think that's true.
I think it suggests something. I mean, the sound of that word is actually similar to being busy, isn't it? Net could be networking or just in a connection of something. You're just part of the system and just following things around it. Right, but by the sound of that, you can mistake it as being busy, working, and so
and even if you write this word down, 忙, 玩, if you write it down, it's like 2 cross and then a
simplified.
Yeah, so it's like a drawing, a picture of life and of connecting.
Something to do with typography of the
word.
You're really into Ezra Pound's work, right?
Not me. Maybe she reads more than mine.
It's really funny and interesting to notice how much the modern poetry and all the avant-garde poetry that came in Western vanguard and Western modern poetry is based on Chinese poetry and all these images and so on. Like basically Chinese poets teach West how to see images in poem more than just sound. That's wonderful.